grab your drinks, folks. It's time to put the world away. Can you believe it? It is already, what is this going to be? Season 4? It's going to be season 4, folks. Hold on, I'm trying to try to verify if it is or not. It is, right? Because we had the first year was, let's get to it. The first year was the Georgia one, right? The states. The second was North Dakota, and then the third was Rhode Island. Man, guys, my memory. Let's just do the recap. Right now we are at the preseason predictions. But let's look a little bit in the history here. If there's something else you guys want me to look at, some other kind of stats, let me know in the comments. Is it going to be the year for the American League to finally win a World Series? The National League won the first 3. So let's go, huh? The awards last year, we already looked at them all. We don't need to re-look at them, huh? Just waste my time. Let's waste our time with this episode and looking at the past stuff, because we could sit here forever and look at the numbers, which I enjoy doing. What happened last time? Remember there was Ken Griffey that came through, which was one of my, well, his father came through. Did I spell that right? Ken. I can't type. Ken. Yeah. And that's funny that it would have been funny, we said, if Ken Griffey Jr., of course, the son, came in before the senior. And that might happen because I do have the random historical players. I was comparing yesterday the real-life stats with Ken Griffey. Of course, Ken Griffey Jr. was more of a home run hitter than his father. But Ken Griffey Jr., I think, was just under, I think it was like a 290. He had a 296 average. It's very close. What was Ken Griffey Jr. was right at that as well. I think his dad got him, though. I think Ken Griffey Jr., now you guys let me know, Ken Griffey Jr., his best season with batting. I just looked it up yesterday. I can't remember. I think it was 326 he hit one year. Maybe 338. Oh, man. Ken Griffey Jr. stats. I'm looking it up. Here's his career stats. He hit one year. Oh, man. I can't look it up, can I? Really quick. He had a 284, his career batting average, with 630 homers. 284. So his dad, career-wise, had a better average. And then, of course, Ken Griffey Jr. was a lot more home run hitter. Ken Griffey Jr. said he had 630 home runs. But it was awesome that they were able to play together, Ken Griffey Sr. and Jr., father and son. Could you guys, has that ever? I mean, it happened for the first time in the NBA where LeBron and his dad has played together, Bronny. But in baseball, it might happen a couple other times, but I think it was the first time Ken Griffey, a senior and a junior, father son. I'll have to look that up. Let's go, guys. Here we go. We got the preseason predictions. Who do they think is going to be the best team this year with the most wins? Last year was so they actually have a different. They've had Washington in the American League Northwest winning every time. Now they got South Dakota with 96 wins. So that's going to be the best in the American League that I see, 96 wins. In the National League, we have a 95 in North Dakota. So it could be a battle, and Vermont with 95 wins as well. So it could be a battle. That'd be cool, World Series, a South Dakota versus North Dakota. And I've been in both of those states. I lived in North Dakota for two years. Not quite. It was like a year and a half. Not by choice. The military sent me there. So they're predicting The top batter would be this Gomez player. I'm trying to see if I recognize any real life players, and there's a lot that I'm going to be missing now that there's a bunch coming in. Lumley, he's a real life guy, but back in the 1904. So all the new guys are coming in here. All right, guys, let's get going. Maybe you guys had a chance to look that up. King Griffey. Who's some other players that I really want to look? Remember we seen was it Tony? Was it Tony Gwynn? I can't even spell his freaking name. How the hell do you spell? Can you believe it? Tony Gwynn. Right there, just two N's. Forgot the other N. This was one of my favorite players of all time for San Diego, and he played, guys, for one team. That is very rare, right? Maybe not so rare back in the day compared to now. I mean, there's a few players, right, that stick around for the whole franchise, one team. But I mean, this again, I enjoyed players with high batting averages, and this was one of the best of all time right here, Tony Gwynn. We'll see. He's actually minor league contract still, huh? He was a rookie just last year. Was that what it was? First round draft pick by Massachusetts Bay State. He was the round 2 pick 42, 105th overall pick. I mean, the game has only rated him for 2.5 stars. I mean, he's ready to go now. We'll see how he does, though. But it looks like he's in the minor leagues right now. Right? He's still in the rookie league. All right, well, let's go. Let's play it till the first year player draft, folks. And I'm kind of rooting for a team in the American League to win it this year in the World Series because they haven't. Right, what was it last year? Who was in the finals? Was it Alaska? To go at the look. Who else has? We have a story behind, right? We got these little guys we're kind of looking at, right? Obviously, that North Korean guy, that pitcher that's been like dominating and strikeouts. He's like, here's no hell. He escaped North Korea, got to South Korea, played some ball. We're trying to make a little storyline behind him. And then he played in South Korea, Major League Baseball. So scouts found him. He does not want to get deported back to North Korea. So he's playing his ass off. I laugh, but it's true, huh? Let's see. Importing players. Anyway, you guys have this game? If so, what kind of leagues have you guys, what kind of creative leagues have you ever made up? Maybe I've done one in the past where I lived in the state of Washington. So I broke up the Washington state and I put like 30 teams and I broke up, two different leagues and had all the big cities and towns in Washington State. It was kind of neat. And you could put historical players, or you can just put, like I said, all fictional, or you can put all your buddies in there. If you have all your friends in there, it's kind of neat. You have a little competition, and you can put them all at like the same. I think you can edit the players. Let's say you can put them all the same potential, put all your friends in the game, and put them all 5-star potentials, and you can kind of just put them in the draft and see where they go and see who does the best. That'd be kind of neat. You can bet, I'm going to have the better year. And maybe it'll be close. Oh, he turned out to be a home run hitter. He turned out to be a stolen base or a good pitcher or whatever. I like doing these sims. It's kind of, it's entertaining. So the draft, let's see what we played. 50, 60. Well, the draft should be coming up here any day. It's beginning of July, isn't it? The draft. Here it is. Who's got the best record so far that we can see? Montana, that we can see here. Looks like the Treasure State, folks. There's going to be a quiz now. You have to know all the states. So, and all their nicknames right here. Learn them. Never know. It could be a trivia question where you can win some free beer. Like, man, I should have watched Showboat Mango's 50 state mod. I would have memorized all the team. There's Gwen. How's he doing? He's unhappy because I guess he's in the major leagues. Let's see. Why is he unhappy? The team that he's on. So that's A ball. And then he played, I guess that's short A ball. Not sure. But he's kicking butt down there with a 338. He just played 19 games. Again, one of my favorite players, guys. Who was the other that we've seen come through? But let's look. Let's go right now. First player draft, folks. Here we go. We go to Draft Central. And right away, these are the top. Let's just go to the draft pool. There's the draft pool. Here we go. We're going to do all players, so not just the batters. And, of course, the game 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. A dozen players. I got the 5-star. And right off the bat, right, I get Miguel Cabrera, Jordan Alvarez. These are modern-day players. I mean, real life, for last year was his final year. And he was still playing. I guess they still have the real life players. They're having every player. You can have the modern day players. You can have Shohei Ohtani, I guess, come through here. But just as a rookie. That's all I clicked was historical rookies. So every player that's played in the Major League Baseball will get them coming through here if they're live or not. I thought they had to be retired, but that's not the case because he's still playing. Pretty sure. But look at, 30 homer man consistently here with Houston, and good, another just a power man. And one of the top guys here in this year's draft. How do I get back to that draft pool? So we'll just hover over him. I kind of like looking. And then Miguel Cabrera, folks. Miggy, huh? Wow. That's his real life stats, folks. 44 back-to-back years with Detroit with homers. 348. I forgot he hit that high. Damn. That was his best year, huh? 2013, 8.1 WAR. I keep saying ERA. 8.1 WAR. 344. Man, I forgot he hit 348. That's 2013. And then 2017 on here. It's kind of more of the average of what people are hitting these days is either strikeout or home run, but his home run, now he got older. Home runs got down, and he was playing a little bit less here. Maybe he had some injuries. I can't remember what happened to him in real life, but definitely a Hall of Famer. Rafael Devers, awesome as well. Not as good. Elmer Flick, that's, I think, way before my time. This guy's, 1898. Career average, 313, so very good. On base, 388. Not a power hitter, but Mike Griffin, that doesn't ring a bell. Older player. Just gonna look at some of these top guys. All players. Mike Griffin. Do we look at him? Whitley, Whitey Lockman. That doesn't ring a bell either. 1940s, 50s, 279 career. Kind of an average guy, but in this game, he's a beast. Matt McLean. I'm not familiar with him. Yeah, he's only played that 1 year, 2023, just recently. 290 average. Man, the game really likes him. I mean, he's 5-star potential. He's currently Major League Baseball ready here in our league. United States Baseball League ready. Do we look at him? Henry Moore? 1884. Had a really good average year with 1 homer in 111 games, so definitely not a home run guy. So they got that right. The power's way down, but definitely can hit. Just with 1 season, though. Tom Needleham? Doesn't recognize. Yeah, okay, older. Yeah, not good at all with an average of 209. Maybe he had outstanding defense as a catcher because he just, yeah, a minus point or a minus 6.2 ERA. He was hurting the teams that he played for them. But here in football or in out of the park baseball, he's awesome. But let's kind of look really quick, guys. If you guys see somebody I miss, Mookie Betts, there we go. Good player. He's still playing. Hyun-Soo Kim. He's still around. Maybe not. Yeah, they go crazy, man. Japan, of course. South Korea, big baseball. I don't recognize Dave Ellis Burks. Yeah, he played for Boston in real life back in the 80s. This was, again, I better get most of these mid 80s, late 80 guys. Yeah, great. Another great player, I think. 291 career average, 352 homers, a 60.6 career WAR. What was his best year? That 9.2, 1996, hit a 9.2 WAR. 344 he hit with 40 homers. 408 on base percentage. So that was his 419 was his best year. 2000 on base percentage. And he had 344 as well. That's crazy. 1996 and 2000. Not as many homers that year, but and he matched it. I mean, better on base percentage. It matched his average 344. Dang. I still really would like to see a guy hit 400 again. It's going to be CJ Crone. These are just guys off that I can recognize here. All right, folks. So let's see where some of these top guys and modern guys, huh? Alvarez and so we didn't see. It's not a pitchers. Wow, because these are all players. It's definitely a position draft. I mean, who the hell's the best pitcher? What the? Yeah, definitely not a pitcher's draft this time. I mean, we got this Louis Avilian. Yeah, he's modern day. I mean, 2021, he played up until. I don't recognize him. He's not that. He wasn't very good. Atlanta looks like maybe Philly, New York, Washington. His WAR, yeah, he had negative WAR, just not even a 1. Wow. So yeah, you'll get these sometimes. It's not a pitcher heavy draft for sure. We had a couple decent years here. Mark Burrell. But Ryan Roland Smith, guys, I know him because he played with the Mariners. He's an Australian player. Let's see if they got that right. There you go. Australian. it wasn't a very good he does announcing now for the Seattle Mariners, like commentating for the Seattle Mariners. 3 stars. Real life stats, folks. He didn't do so good. Let's see. His most his innings pitched. He had a 3.9, not too bad. ERA had 38 innings pitched that year. Okay, that's not bad. 9.8 Ks per 9 and 3.5 walks. Man, it's a little higher than you want. You want under 3, but if it's close, it wasn't terrible there. Couple saves that year. 118 innings pitched. The ERA plus was over 100. 100 is considered average, I believe, right? So not bad, actually, his first 3 years. And then there, that year wasn't the best, was it? That 2010 year, 1-10, a 6.75 ERA. That where it just went bad, where he wasn't getting any strikeouts. I mean, 4 per 9 innings and then 3.6 walks and a 59 ERA play. So yeah, 2010 was crap year. Then he went off to Arizona and only had a 7 innings pitched, and that was it for his career. I like listening to him when he's on the radio. Jim Abbott, the one-arm pitcher, folks, that played for the Angels, right? Yeah. He was good. I remember that. 89. 2.3. He had a 4. His best year was that 1991 season, 4.9 WAR. But he played up until 1999. I didn't realize that. That one-arm pitcher, folks. Yeah, 158 strikeouts. 1991 was his year. And 92 was a decent year as well. Jim Abbott. I don't know if they represent, right? He was a lefty. I mean, he only had that one arm, but I can't remember if it was left or right. Obviously, here, if they got it right, he had the no right arm. It was quite spectacular. He had an arm. He just didn't have the hand, right? So remember, he had the pitch. It was phenomenal watching him pitch. How he transferred his glove from, I guess it'd be just the stub on his arm. How he transitioned the glove from when he pitched until he got it right on his other. He got it onto his left hand as soon as he delivered it, to be able to, catch the ball if it's coming right back at him. It was phenomenal watching him pitch, man. But now I think in real life they have a pitcher, guys, that can pitch right-handed and he can pitch left-handed, folks. I can't remember his name, but he's out there. I heard him talking about it on the radio the other day. I was wondering when that was going to happen. So anyway, this is a heavy draft, folks, for batters. Pitchers suck this year. Let's see who goes where. We'll get that. Oh, we'll sim today, and we'll see who drafted who. Oh, we could have seen the draft order. We'll see in a second. Rookie draft, and then the draft log. So the Oregon State Beavers got Elmer Flick, folks, first pick. And yeah, why not? This guy's a beast. Real life stats way back in 1890s. So there you go. Elmer Flick to Oregon. Delaware got Mookie Betts. So there you go. They needed a center fielder, and then a good pickup for them. Nebraska got this Chick Stahl. Dang, this guy can hit, huh? Way back in 1897. 305 lifetime. Not a power hitter, but definitely here in this world, guys, he is going to be phenomenal. Gap powered. He doesn't strike out. Contact hitter. So good for Nebraska picking him up. Kentucky went with Mike Griffin. Who was the first pitcher that went? Said probably not be a long time. Am I missing them? No pictures like we say because it sucked. You guys see any? All these guys are real. Yeah, Jordan Alvarez went to Louisiana. I don't know some of these guys, but I'm looking for the first the first pitcher. Man, if a team, they always need pitching. Man, where is the? There's no pitcher that went the first round. No pitcher, guys, went. I can see no pitcher went in the first round. There's the title of the video. Oh, excuse me, there is one pitcher went the first at North Carolina Tar Heels. We got Gene Schott. 20-year-old, real life stats, played for Cincinnati in the 30s. That's all I seen. That's all my eyes can see. One pitcher. And then there we go. And in the supplemental round, Mark Burrell went to Aloha, Hawaii. And then Lance McCullers Jr. Whoa. Perdomo, folks. He was awesome, wasn't he? For Houston here. K3 WAR. Thought he was better. I thought he had better numbers than that. 13 game winner in 2021. 13.3 ERA. 10 strikeouts per 9 innings. A little bit too many walks, but still really good pitcher there for Houston. All right, I'm trying to see if any other guys that we missed, but Howard Johnson, he was with the Mets, I believe, in real life, doesn't he? Yeah, 1980s. I remember him. Not a bad. Got 36 homers, 24, 36. So his, those 80s, late 80s were good years for him, and early 90 up to 91. So 87 to 91, he kicked butt. Howard Johnson. I remember him. Who else can we see? Zach Wheeler. Zach Wheeler, yeah, for Philly, right? That 7-1 WAR that year, 2021. Very good. Not the best ratings here. He's got a lot of different pitches though, so we'll see how maybe he develops if he can get into the stats. Bernie Graham. I don't recognize any other guys. It's a real Todd Seal. Played for the Reds, didn't he? Nope, I'm thinking of someone else, I guess. Todd Seal. That name sounds familiar. 1997, he had 31 homers. His best year as a catcher, 3.9 WAR. 1999 with Texas. It's a pretty damn good year for him. Kuko's his name. That's way back when, guys. That's 1880 stuff. No, 20s. Who was the other guy? The last one that came through. What was his name? Chicken Feet? No, it was... What was his name? I'd look him up. Chicken Feet. Oh, there's G-Man Choi. We had him for Seattle for a few. He was in our farm system, I'm pretty sure. And then I seen Fred McGriff here somewhere. Guys, Toronto legend, right? Toronto. I mean, 34 30s. Look at this. Hall of Famer for sure. Crime Dog. 284, but he had just short, guys, of 500 homers. 493 total. But first baseman there for Toronto, I remember him as. And he played for Atlanta for a number of years. Yep, Fred McGriff, but look at that. The game rated him very, Not so hot. Not good at all. We'll see how he does. All right, folks. Willie's. Oh no. Let's go. Let's go to the end of the. They have the All-Star. There's a home run challenge. Roster expansion. Okay, let's go to playoffs. Let's get see who makes the playoffs, and then we'll look at the end of the season. See what career numbers like the single. I like that the single season records. Who's got the highest batting average? Who hit the most homers, doubles? Looking off right now because I got the leaders on the left and right here. Somebody's hitting 343. Home runs 31. Home runs over here 41. But this Dan Brothers. I don't recognize any of the names. Who's doing good here? Washington, Evergreen, and Cowboy. There. It's a close race here in the American League Northwest. Evergreen, South Dakota, and Wyoming. And it's a tight race here as well. That's cool. I love the tight races. New Hampshire down here. We can't scroll down, but it looks like they're pretty tight. New Hampshire, New Jersey. Vermont with 70 wins already. So is Evergreen. Okay, coming up to the end of the year, folks. Share some baseball stories. When was the first baseball game that you guys seen? Mine in real life was, I went with my father. It was in the Kingdome. It must have been like 1980, 82, 83, right around there. I remember seeing Alvin Davis, Jim Presley hit a walk-off bottom of the ninth homer, if I'm not mistaken. I was only third grade when I'm pretty sure Jim Presley hit a winner. Was it Mark Langston pitching? It might have been. All right, folks. So here we go. Playoffs begin. Oh, I do this all the time. Where's the league? Oh, not there. The standings. They don't have the option here yet. Let's get to here we go. Playoffs. Let's get to the tree, folks. Here we go. Let's go to the end. Playoffs end. Let's see. Here we go. Saving the current version. I still haven't changed that. All right, here we go. At the look, I don't know. These teams at Tennessee? No, I don't know. The Badger State. That's Wisconsin, right? Who at Indiana, Vermont, Rhode Island again. That's who won it last year. They progressed again. Are they going to win it back to back? South Dakota, I'm guessing. Who the hell's this, guys? I can't think. What's going on here? It's simulating. The game is just freezing up or something. So there we go. Championship series looks like TLC got through to the World Series, folks. And it could be Ocean State again. It is. Are they going to repeat? It looks like they might repeat, folks. They swept TLC. It's simulating. Hold on. We'll click on all the stuff because I don't know who even made the playoffs here. The hell am I doing? So we'll see who got the Rookie of the Year. Texas, hello. So Evergreen State, Illinois, you guys see it. Texas got to the finals, the World Series, but got blown away. Didn't even show up for the World Series. And maybe it was close every game. We don't know. I can look, but I'm too lazy to look. Mount Rushmore, South Dakota was there, but couldn't do it. But back-to-back. So the first team to do back-to-back World Series wins, folks. The Ocean State. And is it on here yet? I'll show you guys this. I probably haven't showed you. They have the power rankings. It's pretty cool to look at. All kinds of stats. You can do the minor league system ranking. So right now, the minor league system, Florida have the best prospects, followed by Idaho, Iowa, Kentucky, Nebraska. Last place, North Carolina. Guess they just don't have many prospects. I know they just picked. It hasn't been graded yet, because I know they just picked up the #1 draft pick, didn't they? No, they picked up the #1 pitcher in the draft, but he wasn't very good. Prospect pipeline. You can look at all the Elmer Flick. That guy just got rookie, right? And he's in the AAA already. So he got picked up his first year, and he's in the AAA season, AAA level. The Murphy Celtics. Best star potential. You can, I guess you can't. I think you can click on this potential. You can sort it by that. But there's all kinds of other filters, though. Top 20 prospects. Jordan Alvarez. That's all a guy I recognize. Yeah, we'll get to the award winners. Let's get through the award winners. Let's go to the Showboat Mango Award announcement. And then we'll look back on all the season, the records and stuff, the accomplishments and the awards. So homers, looks like there was a 50 plus homer guy this year. All right, let's go to reports history. I don't know why I always miss that, but 4 years, folks, in a row. The National League, American League have not shown up, folks. Rhode Island, back-to-back World Series wins. That's probably going to be the title of this video. Back-to-back World Series. And let's look at the awards. Who got the Showboat Mango Award in the American League? This Dan Brothers. He's that 50 plus homer guy. So is he a real guy? He was a real guy. 1879 to 1904 he played. And it's right. He wasn't a home run guy. I mean, he had 14. That was his best year. He was not a home run guy in real life. But in our world, I mean, he was an average. Look at that. He batted .342 career. But in this world, man, he played 89 games his rookie year and didn't do too hot, batting .219. He had 12 homers, but he broke out this second year. We had the most runs in the league, 54 home runs, 137 ribbies, which he led the league in, and a .282 average. So he's kind of opposite of his real life card. Instead of average, he's home runs. 22 years old, so he's got a bright future. And I like that he was overall pick. Does that say fourth? He was 4th round in 2026, the draft. 4th overall. So he's living up to his draft. Pitcher of the year, folks, Tom Phillips. Not a real life guy, so we're not going to spend too much time on him. But a 5.6 WAR. Brett Barbecue. Oh, as I said, Barbecue. Barbieri. Rookie of the year, Brett Barbieri. But I don't. Plays for Wyoming. He played real life. It's 57 games. That was his most. He played with Montreal a couple years and then Florida. That was his best year where he hit 301 with 372 at bats, 1.7 WAR. But nothing like what he did here. He got Rookie of the Year. And those aren't even really that impressive, the ratings here. But he did it, folks. For Rookie of the Year. 305, 15 homers, 5.6 WAR. All right, wish him the best. And then Reliever of the Year, folks. 39 saves. Led the league. 3.2 WAR. There we go. 1.6 ERA. All right, not a real life guy. So we'll move on. Let's get to the leaderboards. The single season batting. Was there any records broken this year? You guys can take a look at this. But in 2028, was there any? There was only one that I spot for batting, and that's the total bases. This Dan Brothers, which he got the Showboat Award in the American League. Was that what it was? Yeah, he got the Showboat Award. We got to look at the National. The National League, Paul Wanner got the Showboat Mango Award. So he hit 311. Real life guy. 1920s, he played into the early 40s. 333 average with only 113 homers. So he was an average guy. Paul Wanner. And that reflects, well, he had 26 homers. 311, 573 slugging, a 6.9 WAR. Good for him for the California, what's his nickname? Big Poison. There we go. Manny Flores, Pitcher of the Year Award. Not a real life guy, but led the league in wins, ERAs, innings pitched, and strikeouts. Manny Flores. Rookie of the Year, Paul Wanner, who also got the Showboat. Really? Oh yeah, I can see Rookie of the Year, but I'm surprised he got the MVP. We did lead the league in slugging. I guess 6.9 WAR. That's not bad. But he also got Rookie of the Year, and then Reliever of the Year, Alan Hurt. It's not a real life guy, but he had 42 saves. German player, or he's American, but second nationality as a German. Alan Hurt. An all-star as well. All right. We'll go to the leaderboards again. So only one this year with the single, with one, oh no, excuse me. And Dan Brothers got the new single season batting record. They're the most RBIs. 137 total bases and RBIs he got. Pitching, then you can look overall career batting. 327 this guy's batting overall. What's the most home runs someone has? 191 so far. Most stolen bases in a season, 108. All right, let's look. So like this guy, walks, Price Smith, 137. So he probably has a good eye. On his profile, it should be a good eye. Where the hell is his eye? There it is. Bam. Oh, he's retired. 39. Oh, it came into the game late. Yeah, but so I can't look at it proper, but there it is. Almost off the charts, huh? Single season pitching record. Do we have anybody? We have wins. Manny Flores with 20. Winning percentage. Keith Perry. most games right there with 79. Games started, 34. Complete games with 4. Shutouts with 2. Man, a lot of records in 2028. Innings pitched. There he is, guys. He has been leading just about every. He's that North Korean. It's just been great to see him. Complete or game started, 34. Most innings pitched. What was his strikeouts? Oh, they're going down. 208 still, folks. There he is, Dae-Ji Lee. A lot of records this year broken. Strikeouts per 9, hits allowed based on balls, opponent's average. Man, the guys are only batting 180 or 182 against this pitcher. That's phenomenal. All right, we looked at quite a bit here, folks. Accomplishments. I kind of like looking at the 3 homer plus quite a bit. 3 homers plus 6 plus hits. We had one guy that had 6 hits in a game. Lago. Venezuelan Italian. 15 plus Ks. We had that Juan Garcia. He had 15 Ks in a match or in a game. Anybody hit for the cycle? There was 3 players that hit for the cycle. Those of that not familiar with the cycle, you had a single, a double, a triple, and a home run. No hitters. There was 1 no hitter this year, folks. Jim Hoffer. Unable to play. Partially torn UCL. No fun. But at least he got that. He got that no hitter. 50 plus homers. There's that one guy, right? Dan Brothers. 150. No one's got the 150 plus. And you can change it. There's a way in the game here you can edit it, the settings. And if you say, oh, that's too high, no one's ever getting it, you can change that to 100 plus RBI seasons if you want. You want to start seeing some players in there, we can move, say, oh, that's too high. So you can adjust that. You can adjust it maybe not 20 winners. You can put 15 plus winners since we're not getting very many. Triple crowns. There was a guy that Manny Flores got this year. So that's what it is. It must be the wins, the ERA, and strikeouts. That must be the Triple Crown. Still haven't answered my question. Nobody. Lee's team. What was they want? There's the hitting streak. So the highest hitting streak. There's a 24 game hitting streak. This guy had looks like the highest ever. That's probably on the accomplishments somewhere here. I didn't see it. And you can look by teams right here, folks. The best record. Can I adjust it by that? I can. So the best record since this league has started, folks, the Rhode Island Ocean State. 385 wins, 239. That's a 617 win percentage. They've made the playoffs 4 times, and they've won the World Series twice. So Rhode Island, it's funny, that's the smallest state here in the U.S. as well. And they're the biggest winners. Smallest state, biggest winners so far. The worst team are the Beavers, Oregon. All right, after 4 years. What else, guys? That's it. I'm going to sim it till preseason. And who do we want? I kind of want to look at Mickey Mantle, see how he's doing. I know there's certain players I kind of want to see who's out there and how they're doing. Did he play in the baseball league? He has played. Last year he had 45 games, only hit 206 with 10 homers. This year he did play again, 143 games. So almost every game with 547 appearances, only hit 205. But he did have 33 homers. So definitely not. He was a 300 hitter just at 298 career. And he was a homer guy. Yeah, he had 52 was his 54 was his best homer year. Mickey Mantle at 50, yeah, 54, 1961, right? Is that the best one? Yeah, 52, 56, 1961. Yep. So Mickey Mantle, so far not. I mean, that's still good. 33 homers. But yeah, his ratings aren't as good as real life. Who else has come through here, folks? That we see. How did Tony Gwynn do? Did I spell his name right this time? I still can't spell right, guys. There we go. GWY. He's playing in double A ball. No, he went up to triple A the end of this year. He only had 7 games and he hit 464, but only 28 appearances. But 365 there in a single A ball, I believe, or short A. I think it's a short season single A team. But yeah, his average is doing good, but that's not bad. 192 at bats, 365. Yeah, I'd be moving his butt up too. Tony Gwynn. So many other players. You guys can tell me if you guys seen somebody. We can take a look at them, see how they're comparing with their real life stats. But there we go, folks. Oops. There we go. Ocean State back-to-back years, folks. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. I'm trying to grow this channel as much as I can. Again, thank you all for watching. We'll see you next one. And can Ocean State, Rhode Island, Ocean State, can they make it 3 in a row? We'll see. Stay tuned for the next episode, next season. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Remember, keep moving forward.